Hello, YouTube! I am Penstar, and this is Oxygen Not Included Strategy and Tactics, Episode 9. So in our last episode, we got our reservoir, our critically low reservoir, starting to refill. And not just refill with anything. No, we got a chill system here, where we are dripping this warm water from all the way down here, piping it up through here, dripping it down through here, letting it lovingly hug the icy cold, but not too cold, so as to render it solid water here. So it's already chilled down to the target temperature by the time it gets down here. We're down here at 16 degrees, 15.4 degrees. By the time it gets here, we're sitting at pretty darn good temperatures to pipe the water here. Let's take a look at the effects on our temperature in here. See, it's starting to cool this place down. The only hot spot's over here, but the air that this is piping out is, well, actually this is, 23.4, 23 degrees. So nice and room temperature-y. Nothing too sweltering. We are not melting our base. We've got plenty of good stuff going for us. We've got that going for us. Now, one feature that I wanted to add to all this is a flood prevention measure. Basically, I don't want to have to babysit this, and then once this, if we run into the Sorcerer's Apprentice thing where the brooms with the buckets keep coming and coming and coming, and the reservoir is getting fuller and fuller and fuller, and it's going to spill everywhere. No, we don't want to do that. But I don't want to have to babysit either. So we're going to set up a little bit of an automated system to control that. It'll take a little extra setup to make it happen, but you know what? I think it'll be worth the effort. So what we're going to do here, and also I get to show off another little of the gizmos that the game has here, is the hydro switch. The hydro switch is the aquatic cousin to the atmo switch. The atmo switch will turn the switch on or off depending on the air pressure. The hydro switch will turn the electricity on or off depending on the water pressure. So if we put a hydro switch, up here, at the upper limit to where I'm comfortable with the water rising to, we can tell it to shut itself off when the water reaches this, and keep itself on when the water hasn't reached this. Now, granted, this is going to involve a lot of power lines running through here. We're going to tap into the power here, and again, we don't want these power matrices to touch one another, so we're going to have to use wire bridges here to prevent the two circuits, or rather, it's basically going to become its own circuit. Micro circuit in a way. It's actually still going to be part of the same deal here. What I will do is I will steal this wiring here, and all we need to do is sever this connection. Not buildings. Deconstruct wires. This will temporarily take this offline. Yeah, and then we'll just rebuild it with it not connected here. So yeah, temporary loss of power to the microbe musher, but worth it in the long run. Oh yeah. Well, now that fertilizer's not really a thing we need to worry about anymore. Yeah, you guys might as well get these planted again. There you go. Yeah, the water supply is going to be interrupted just a touch for a little bit, but that's okay. And eventually we'll get ourselves an endless supply of fertilizer, so us running out of fertilizer isn't really going to be a problem. In fact, I'm kind of glad that we're running low on fertilizer. And yes, I know we have another person available, which I will consider inviting to the party, depending on their quality. Boy, you guys are going to be so much happier. Oh yeah, let's deconstruct this thing. Yeah, fell asleep. Ew, fell asleep cleaning the toilet. How lovely. Goopy Doop, what's the matter, man? Why can't you... Oh, the Mummins has it reserved. Goopy Doop, go help yourself, man. We've got three lavatories for a reason. We've got them for a reason. And I think what we're going to do here is we're going to up the priority level here to these to be above that. So any fertilizer that gets mined out should make their way up here, because we don't want to waste the fertilizer on this stuff down here. The fertilizer that we do produce. Uh-oh. Boom. That's going to cause some traffic problems. Let's get that deconstructed. Or mined out. Oh yeah, this guy needs his omnoms again. Actually, not filtration medium. Let's mark you for sweeping the sand. We don't want to feed the sand to the hatch. There's plenty of other places that will take that. The other stuff we're good with. I do need to get another round of storage here. Oh yeah, let's mark these for planting. I mean, yeah, they'll these guys won't have any room till they dig out the rest of that, but we might as well. Alright, and that's hooked back up again. So this is active if the current pressure is below, I guess 500 kilograms is fine. It won't turn off the minute it touches water, but it'll get there. There we go. And I think what I'll do here, just for safety's sake, and also to make things look a little bit prettier, just to make this a little bit more formal in terms of calling this officially our main reservoir here. Is actually making it a reservoir. The other thing we can do here is move this down to the bottom here. We'll still want this over on this side, because this is a little on the cooler side. But what we can do is we can put this liquid pump, say, down here. And yeah, we'll just run some more power lines down here. We'll run some more piping down here. And then we'll just deconstruct buildings and deconstruct the old pump. Oh, and prioritize all of this really high, because we want that water to stay online as long as possible. Actually, you know what we could do that might make a little bit more sense? Is Give me just a second. We want to double hull this because if too much water pressure accumulates, we can have the same problem we had here. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put it up one. We're gonna line the inside. So that will give me liquid pump, power line, and then we are going to plan out a nice thick line of extra tiles here, just to make this a little bit more secure. This is getting a little dangerously high here. I think we are going to start digging some of this out, just so this does not overflow. Can I deconstruct you two? Hey, but anyway, let's make sure we have our priorities set correctly. Those are set that way. We want these out here to be of a higher priority. So they don't make these up first. Yeah, I know you guys are all cold. There we go. Got our lifeline pumping again. Oh, careful, guys. Careful of the order of operations. Thank you. Phew. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on the damage there. And we also need to keep an eye on the fullness. All right, good. You're starting to work on this abyssalite here to give it more room to accumulate. Eventually, we can turn this into an actual accumulator, because we are melting the ever-living heck out of the ice biome here. Hopefully not too much. Oh yeah, we can start the sleet wheat planting here. This is going to take a while. But these we can finally get in their boxes, because it takes 20 cycles to grow. 20 cycles to grow. We are not going to see productivity out of this for a while. But that's not we're not requiring it to be that. We are not asking of it to be productive that quickly. We are not asking for perfection. We are not asking for ideal temperature or conditions or what have you. We are just asking for it to grow something. And we got our first case of hypothermia. I was wondering when that would happen. It's not lethal, but yeah, the mummins. Oh, you guys are stuck here, aren't you? Yeah, yes you are. Let's prioritize these at a 9 so that they can get back out of the pit. Actually, we don't even need that. We just need this one. They can hop onto it and then climb over here. Yeah, sleeping in the ice biome with hypothermia. And we waking Koopy Doop up. Hey, get out of here, guys. Okay, well, let's think about, let's see, herbal gut remedy. That just helps diarrhea. Let's get a placebo pill for the mummins. That's the only thing we have available at the moment. Oh yeah, you guys got to build this up real quick too. Actually, you know what we got to do? We will let you hop along the bottom here. That will be our this will be our way to and hypothermia level 2. Many hypothermias. Oh, guys, don't go in there. Yeah, yeah. Stand on the tiles, please. Just so we can keep you guys out of this water. This is craziness. This actually might be the preferred way of keeping them out of the water. We gotta high prioritize these, though. But yeah, that hypothermia, though. Now the question is, who's going to be the one that actually makes this thing? Oh yeah, so the Mummins is the Mummins has hypothermia. We need to make sure that he, when he sleeps, does not wake other people up. There is a trick to this, and this works for just vanilla loud sleepers as well. Is if you put them in the left side of the cot, it will not wake, or the left-hand side, it will not wake the right-hand side person up. So, Michael, Koopy Doop. All right, so here we're going to want to switch. We are going to want to put the Mummins in this cot. And who else picked up hypothermia? Health, well, that's hit points. You can also get a good idea of what everyone's levels and decor expectations. So Michael is the highest decor expectation. But he's still holding in there. Sino has hypothermia as well. Sino. All right, so Sino needs to take over this one as well. The others will grab cots accordingly. These can be done at our leisure. We don't need to necessarily clear these out right away. Now, as far as our fertilizer making, because that is something that needs to be done here. Might as well plant all this sleet wheat that we're pulling up. Part of me is thinking of putting a pump down here to ultimately deal with the accumulated water. Because before it was a nuisance that you could just sort of deal with. Now it's becoming sizable enough to actually pull it up. Yeah, because look at all this. Look at all this nonsense. It's coming down in droves and is dangerously close to our... This one still doesn't have one. This one doesn't have one. Yeah, it's hazardous business here, and people are understandably getting more and more stressed. You know, this little pocket right here, this could use a little love here. We're just going to let it... Actually, no, we're not going to let it. Because that's got exposed slime. Never mind. Never mind. Be careful of the exposed slime. Hopefully that helps you recover a little faster. Yeah, and getting this abyssalite here will be useful in of itself. In fact, I have a little bit of an idea here. Yeah, if we put these together like this, having the corner tiles shouldn't have them spill out, although that's a gigantic gamble. Eventually we will be done with our Arctic operations here. Alright, let's see if my gamble pays off here. Actually, let's save, just in case I am royally wrong about this. Just because I don't... This will ruin so many plans if we get polluted water pouring into here after popping this tile. Phew! Guys, would you kindly, I don't know, dig this out so Koopy Doop doesn't drown? Thank you. Oh, do we have a... Yeah, we have a hatch down here. Who is not long... Oh, hey, he got out. He's not getting out, though. I'm not engineering some solution to fish this hatch out of this here. He's essentially dead. All right, we've got this almost fully built. And this will give us a better, cleaner idea of what our situation's going to look like here for how much we have available to us, water-wise anyway. Let's get a little ladder going up this way. I'm not going to crack into here, but we can do at least half a fat ladder. Yeah, just get out of here and let him die. Come on, my mans. How are you alive? I guess it's just barely shallow enough. And now he's gonna... Well, actually, he's still alive here, too. This is one scrappy hatch. Alright, let's just take a quick litmus test of vitals. Make sure nothing's creeping up on us. Yeah, this is all starting to get drained out. And we're pretty soon just going to have to tap into this one, too. And then after that, well, we have to start getting more creative. This thing is almost full, which is awesome. We will be tapping into this as a long-term solution. But a lot of things have to be done to process that liquid. But that will be done in a future episode. Let's might as well mark the rest of these for planting. And yes, we haven't forgotten about these Wheezeworts here. These guys are... Actually, this guy needs to be center stage here. I think what we're going to do with you is get that and dig you up and get you center stage. Bink, bink, bink. Alright, what are we working on down here? There we go. Alright, well, you guys are up late. Alright, one Wheezewort seed right here, please. Yeah, not so bitey now, are you? Let's deconstruct... Well, let's deconstruct these. Yeah, make that a little deeper for us, please, so that we have a little bit more time on our hands. And we want all this abyssalite anyway. Yeah, Wheezewort center stage. So this thing's emitting oxygen, but it's immediately going to get chilled by the Wheezewort. And yeah, now we've gotten our little dirty water pit to a more acceptable level here. And yeah, you guys are just going to finish off the rest of this stuff. And I'm actually, you know what? Oh God, who got it this time? Ellie! Ellie got hypothermia. Alright, well at least you're in the right assigned cot. The problem with hypothermia is that it reduces their construction ability by 5 points. So any of our builders getting hypothermia, and who else has it? Catalina. Man, we're starting to run out of left-facing thing here. Sino has it. Mummins has it. Shona and Dana don't have it yet. So Catalina's going to need to take this left bed and trade. And hopefully you guys can knock it off with the hypothermia. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to dig it out to here. And we'll get the last of these as planter boxes. Because this is where all this water can safely drip into the dirty spot. And then we're done with our sleet wheat farm. I'm not farting around with these anymore. Because this is already kind of too close for comfort. And you know what? Can't get hypothermia if you already have hypothermia. As everyone limps back to bed. I'm surprised the stress isn't higher. I mean, it's so nice and cushy back in the bed here. And yeah, like I said, once we get all this situated, what I will probably do is build a door here and lock the freaking thing. To prevent dupes from coming in here and farting around when they don't need to. But in the meantime, we've got planting to do. And we'll do something with all this polluted water. Yeah, as long as we're getting the stuff down here, we're still good. Oh, Dana. What have you done? Granite, you can go ahead, get yourself a granite stepping stone. Oh wait, no, you should be able to get up there once somebody digs this tile out. There you go, Dana. Dana, I know you can make this. Up you go. What? Dana, don't make me micro you. Get out of there. I got one more thing of sleet wheat. Oh, we got idlers. That's our problem. We've run out of stuff for them to do. Well, don't you worry. We've got things we can make them do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a mesh tile here. The water can go through the mesh tile. And actually, no, we're going to make a mesh tile out of wolframite so it more easily absorbs the cold from the surroundings and will further chill the area here. So wolframite mesh tile for the win. And then I think I have an idea of what we can do here to deal with this burgeoning problem down here. Let's see. The air's getting a little thin down here, actually. It's a little bit thicker up here. It's actually a lot of it thicker up here. It's just thinner down here. But this will solve itself in due time. Oh, and actually, did this come to maturity? It did. Harvest. Harvest it, my friends. That's a free 25 right there. All right, so here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to get 2 tiles here just to help reinforce these. Because we want the walls double thick separating these 2 pools. Oh, all right. We still got idlers. These two, I'm gonna leave them up here because the air is nice and dense up here. It's already freaking cold. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice and dense. Once we have the things that are needed. Yeah, we got a bunch of idlers. Once we have the things needed to push them and press them into service properly, then we'll be good to go. And just so we stop making things so darn uneven, I'm going to do a smaller duplex here, a lower ceilinged duplex with a couple more beds. Although that kind of defeats the purpose of us being able to use the painting. So no, that's a less effective duplex. Actually, what I might do is I might make this another storage area. So we'll do a five high duplex. So yeah, that becomes, no, that's not the ladder. That becomes the ladder. Like that. And actually, for a storage duplex, you want the ladder in the middle so that they have the easiest access to as many things as possible. So we get this down here. We get storage containers, and then all those idlers will be able to start helping out in the form of sweeping. And just to help out with the decor over here, let's get that flower vase for that last briar seed. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mummins, I guess, is recovering from his hypothermia as quickly as possible. You know what? We should probably get the higher tier medical thing, although that's going to require more power. But that's okay. We have more dupes. We can get more hamster wheels. We'll just put them on a different circuit. Yeah, we could get a medical duplex over here with the rejuvenator. Not high enough for... now, we're going to want a proper duplex for that, because we're going to want paintings in there to make them happier. So with that in mind, we'll want to build it elsewhere. Probably up here. We'll make this our medical duplex. And we'll get a medical cot over here. And we'll get ourselves sculpting block, and we can get a blank canvas. We'll get ourselves some tiles. We'll make it granite tiles to make them all nice and purdy. And you know what? We'll even, just because they're going to spend a lot of time here and they're probably going to be high stress, we'll even do, we'll get ourselves a ceiling lamp to give them a little bit extra brightness here. And then over here, we can do a hamster wheel duplex and start a new circuit, more importantly. In fact, actually, what we can do up here, we can start a whole new circuit with a couple new batteries. And then put ourselves a pair of hamster wheel, a double hamster wheel duplex to feed into that. So yeah, we'll keep you guys busy. You want to be busy? Now we are going to send a bunch of, we are going to be cracking into this vacuum, but being that we essentially have unlimited, actually no, we don't even need to crack the ceiling there. We don't. It does not need to happen. We can still build our canvases here. We'll just get our ladder up a tick. And heck, we could even have our little mini dining room over here. We'll want to get a little bit more air piping our way up here, but that's okay. And then once we build all this, we can do a grand sweep of the place to clean everything up into our new storage facility. So you know what? Yeah, let's do that. 5, 6. And, yeah, decor, canvas, canvas, canvas. This is going to be a lot to build for everybody, but that's okay. We do, even though it's going to cause it to cascade down like this, we do want to get the air up here. Get those two going anyway, and we might as well clear these out now. No reason not to. Might as well clear these out. No reason not to. Actually, no, there's a perfectly good reason to not clear that one out. Alright, this should get rid of that. Building lacks... Oh yeah, because the fertilizer. Get these all interconnected. Give us all kinds of goodies. Actually, do we even need a medical cot if we have the higher tech version? We might as well go for double rejuvenator. Well, actually, no, we can't. We need the medical cot if we want that other stuff. All right, fine. Medical cot for lower level issues, and then the rejuvenator for higher level stuff. Get our final briar seed planted, at least that we found anyway. Let's also not forget to put in our gas pumps. Definitely want to get one up here, and we'll definitely want to get one up here, and we'll definitely want to get one up here. And I think it's high time we run a new line up. Like that. Like that. And finally like that. And of course, in order to access up there, we'll need to get ourselves our ladder built up like this so that they can reach the roof. And raise the roof, so to speak. And again, we'll keep it cornered on here so we don't pop the vacuum. Actually, we don't even need to go that far. We can just do that space right there. Oop! Missed a spot. Phew! All right, folks. Well, I think this is a good stopping point. As you can see, we've got bigger plans. We're expanding the base. We've, for the moment, dealt with the problem of our polluted water pool, keeping that nice and separate. But we will be doing something in the longer term for this. Don't you worry. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.